around in front of the set today because we have some great demos that we're going to do. Adapt-2-It is here, and Leslie Gibola is also joining us.
Thank you.
Owner-operator. And let's get into what you guys do at Adapt-2-It. This is not just exclusive to this, but you serve this community for quite some time,
We
right?
have. And we celebrated our 21st anniversary, July 2nd. And so happy to be in this community. It's been amazing. We have met some of the most beautiful people, had really special moments in the store. We specialize in taking care of people, so whatever that means. We strive to make their lives more independent, easier, more fulfilling by providing equipment that helps them do their daily tasks, whether that be a wheelchair, a walker, a cane, caring for a wound, a lift chair to help them get up safely, bathroom equipment to prevent falls and trips. We do home assessments for that reason, to make their home safe.
Okay.
Kind of run the gamut. We also have a referral list that we provide for services that are of our partners that we feel comfortable with. So people can come in
And
for
I think
care.
that's one of the most important things for a person as they age, is to not lose that independence. And through some of the tools and equipment and the services you provide, that can really extend that independent living for quite some time, right?
Exactly. Nobody wants to feel dependent on people. And I think we all really have this innate ability and desire to do things for ourselves. So it just takes sometimes the right tools.
And here's one of the tools. Let's talk about this wheelchair we have in front of us.
Okay, so this wheelchair is a special wheelchair. Everybody comes in saying, I want a lightweight wheelchair. Well, we are really good at finding stuff, and we found this wheelchair. It's called a Featherlight, and it is super lightweight, and the wheels actually come off, so you can save 6 pounds there. It folds down in the back.
Okay.
So when you fold it up, it becomes small and compact to fit in a very small car.
Oh, wow.
The footrests come off, the wheels come off, so basically you just have the frame that you can put in your car if you have a smaller car or if you need the less weight, and goes under a table. And one of the things that's really important with a wheelchair is that sometimes the reason why somebody's in a wheelchair is because they can't transfer.
Okay.
And so it's hard for them to go from place to place. And so the benefit of this one in particular, besides being so lightweight, is that it has these arms that are curved that go under a table.
Oh,
and so
okay,
they could just be pushed under a table, and versus an arm that's longer and they have to sit far away from the table and kind of reach and try to grab their food and
That's
things.
got some great ergonomics designed into that.
Exactly.
Now, sometimes lighter can mean cheaper in terms of manufacturing and the materials used. I'm guessing that's not the case here.
That's not the case because lighter these days means either T6061 aluminum, which is an aircraft grade aluminum, super strong, super lightweight, or carbon.
Perfect.
And so we do have carbon walkers, we have carbon wheelchairs, and carbon canes actually. So you can get really, really strong, lightweight things these days.
That's fantastic. And now we're going to talk a little bit about this walker. This is a typical walker you see, wheels in front and that kind of thing, right?
Yes. Okay, so the walker. So this is, and wherever possible, I love color because color makes you feel good. And if you can use something that's your favorite color, you're going to be more likely to use it and more likely to feel good about having to use it. So this one's blue. We also have pink. And it does have the wheels in the front, which are necessary.
Right.
And then it has the little stoppers on the back, the rubber ones. And a lot of people
this is what we typically see, right? With
put
the tennis
these
balls.
on, tennis balls. Okay. So these are not good. These are not what we want to see on a walker. And this is why. This is what happens. They break through, they wear out like in a day. And then when this happens, what is showing on the bottom of the walker is metal. And so if you think about it, you're scraping your walker, and if they never wear evenly, and so your walker becomes cattywampus, and then your body becomes that way, and then you have pain, and then it's just kind of a snowball effect of badness. So what we do is we put skis on the back,
Okay.
and they look like literal skis. tips toward the front, and you slip them on, and then you can slide your walker without a problem.
Okay. And now, is this kind of new to the market? Have these been around for a little while?
These have been around for a really long time,
Okay.
but nobody, well, not nobody, but people don't know about them because the tennis balls are so widely used.
Right.
So when somebody rolls into our store with tennis balls, we take them off and give them skis because they're just so much better.
Now, what's the best way to set these up and adjust these for someone's height? If someone, my elbows be bent, straight ahead.
So this one is low for me. It should be about mid-hip, so right where your hip bone is.
Okay.
And they're super easy to adjust. You just push the button in and then move the legs up or down. And then the reason why, again, is ergonomics. So you have to be really thinking of your ergonomics. And if they're too high, all it does is put your shoulders next to your ears and, again, create back pain. So if it's properly adjusted and you walk inside of it, then you're going to be able to be in an upright posture and have everything working correctly.
Okay. And those sliders, how long do they last? I mean, we know tennis balls don't, but how long will a slider typically last for most of your customers?
Really depends. Some people use their walker only inside. They're going to
Okay.
last longer. If you use it outside, less long. And it just depends. If you're walking over gravel, it's going to wear out more quickly. But when this part wears out, you still have the benefit of having the rubber on there.
Okay.
So you're not going to wear your walker out.
Okay.
And you can replace these super easy.
Okay, pretty easy, easy on, easy off, maybe buy a couple of them,
Exactly.
a set or whatever that might be. How important is it to maintain these? Is there maintenance behind a walker and the wheelchair as well? Is this something that you should be doing every 6 months, every year?
No, not really. If you have this one particularly has brakes on the back. And so if you're going to use it a lot, and if you're using the brakes a lot, just from wear and use, you might need to replace or tighten the brakes. And that's basically the only maintenance with the wheelchair besides keeping it generally clean. The walker really has no maintenance. And just taking care of it, not running it over, putting it in the car gently, things like that.
When someone comes into your store, they say, I need a walker. Is that where it ends, or do you guys try to maybe do maybe a bigger assessment of some of their needs, like you said, home checks and things like that?
Exactly.
What else can happen if I walk into the Adapt-2-It?
So if somebody comes in saying, I want a walker, first of all, we're kind of try to find out if they want a regular walker like this one, or if they're needing one with a seat and brakes, because we have those as well. And a lot of times it just really depends on their needs. So yes, we look at the person, we look at their gait. Sometimes they'll want a walker with a seat and brakes, but it'll move too fast. And so sometimes what I've suggested is putting a bit of weight in the little basket thing there, or sometimes switching over to one of these that doesn't move quite as fast. And sometimes if they come in, a lot of times people are really hesitant to move maybe from a cane to a walker. So if they're coming in and insisting on a cane and they're wobbly or just not as steady as they should be, a lot of times I'll suggest, let's just try a walker. And then they walk in it, they feel confident, they can go farther, and then we'll get the walker for them.
And when it comes to the wheelchair, is it also about maybe the person who's going to be doing the assisting too, in terms of what their needs might be?
Sometimes, yes. Mostly wheelchairs are because the person cannot walk, cannot transfer. They have issues that are kind of bigger than the person pushing them. But there are conveniences. So this wheelchair, like I said, has the brakes on the back. And we have several wheelchairs that do. And this is a great feature for anybody that's pushing it. And we have them push each other around so they can make sure that they're comfortable with it and they can do it. The lighter the wheelchair, the easier it's going to be for the helper to push. And then we have this one that is a manual wheelchair that the person can push themselves or be pushed in.
Okay, so any of Adapt-2-It products, we can find them on the website, right?
Our website, www.adapt-2it.com. And we don't
They also come into the store as well.
Come into the store.
You're located pretty close by.
We're on Valencia and El Toro, and then we have another one across from Hogue Hospital in Newport Beach.
Terrific. Well, Leslie Gabola, thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
We'll be right back. You're watching This Day on Village Television.